not everyone is going to be an artist. In fact, if we are honest here, possibly 0.1% of the people listening to this show would go on to a journey that you're going on. But everyone in here can have something to learn from you. And you are the master in creativity. Can you teach us something about creativity that we can apply in our life, in our school, in our career?
Well, there are a lot of things that we could work on in terms of creativity. However, one thing I've been applying during this pandemic is the fluidity mindset. Fluidity mindset is the idea that we have our plans, yet our plans could change anytime, and they may not be followed at all. And so, what needs to be implemented is a creative approach on how we are going to adjust and adapt, be fluid to those changes. Right now, multinational companies are filing for bankruptcy. Cirque du Soleil is, I just read an
Very
article.
sad.
Very sad. Like, I have friends there, and
Oh my
and
God.
and they're filing for bankruptcy. However, and so this pandemic is telling us it's not about how huge the business is or how small it is, but then how creative we are in our ability to adapt, adjust, and be fluid to changes. So that's being creative in its most essence, being imaginative, the not being stuck in a box. And like right now, well, I have to tell the truth that I mean everything I've been saying is true, but however, my studio, we lost 90% of our clients
Wow.
on during March. Local clients, 90% lost
It's
in March.
mind-boggling. Wow.
It was crazy. It was crazy. However, because we are very fortunate to have a team that is flexible, very fluid, very critical, and we try to do things, do systems thinking design. We were able to think of different ways and methodologies and different business approach in order to keep ourselves moving. And so, yeah, it's the fluidity mindset, and that is something very creative. Anyone could apply in medical field, in financial field, manufacturing, business processing. So yeah, it's being
So like,
able to be fluid. Yeah.
like what my master Shifu say, be like water. Bruce Lee.
Yes, exactly. It's fluid, but then it's strong. Yes.
Um, can you provide us um, departing advice for young people, who is facing this really uncertain world in trying to find a job or trying to create something for themselves? What can you say to encourage them, or what kind of tips can you give them, to help them, strike through this difficult time?
So we're currently in very difficult times. Very difficult times. Very troubling. I've seen, I have. I hate to share, but 4 of my friends have died, and
Oh.
I have more than 20 friends and family friends who are COVID positive, and it's very difficult. It's extremely difficult. However, we shouldn't lose hope. Trust that there are always better days. So as a student entering a career, first is think first locally. Think locally. What could you apply? What problems do you find locally that you think you can find a solution in your own enterprise? Creative solution on a local problem. Address that first. Because now we are going back to countries and continents are blocking themselves from one another.
Yep.
And we can't blame them. Okay, we can't blame our leaders for that? Well, maybe
That's for another
never mind.
discussion. Yep.
But then what I'm trying to say is that this, in the next couple of months, within the next 2 years, everything will be local. So think of a problem that you could solve locally. Find a creative solution that you could apply, and then find a way that you're able to multiply it once the restrictions are lifted. So it's never, there will always be better days. And so my most practical tip, find a solution to a local problem, and we'll never know, the solution could be very simple, and
So
on a personal level, you just, you need to be very courageous about it. There are three things that I care for right now. It's time, relationships, and health. You have to take care of all those three first. We are losing our time. Make sure to keep your relationships with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues, with your classmates, and then make sure to keep yourself healthy and strong so that you'd be able to solve the problems locally.